Hi, this is Jose Figueroa with Figueroa Financial, and I want to welcome you to today's edition of Financial Answers Friday. The question for today is, how can I know if I'm ready to take on a mortgage? Listen, buying a home, buying that first home is truly a big deal. I want you to have that milestone. I want you to have that piece of the American dream. I want you to have that sense of ownership and responsibility. But I also want you to be ready financially to take on that. So here are 5 things that I recommend you do before you take on a mortgage. Number 1, pay off all of your consumer debt. Get completely out of debt. All your credit cards, car loans, student loans, medical bills, etc. Just be completely free of debt before you go into that responsibility of taking on a mortgage for your first home. Number 2, make sure that you have saved 3 to 6 months of expenses in an emergency fund. Remember, a fully funded emergency fund turns an emergency into an inconvenience. Especially when you buy a home, there is always something. You need maintenance, things break, you have more responsibility. You want to make sure that your emergency fund can really cover what you need. Number 3, don't take on more of a 15-year mortgage. There is no rule in the land that says you have to save and take out a 30-year mortgage. If you take a 15-year mortgage with a fixed interest rate, you're going to save a lot of money in the long run over 15 years versus 30 years. Number 4, try to save between 15 and 20% for a down payment. Why? If you can save up to 20% of a down payment, you avoid paying what is called as private mortgage insurance, or PMI, which is basically insurance to protect the lender, the bank, in case you default for whatever reason. So with 20% saved in a down payment, you avoid PMI. If you get 15, which is what we did last time when we refinanced, you then still have a little PMI, but then it goes away pretty quickly as you pay down that mortgage. And number 5, and finally, don't take on more of a mortgage payment that represents more than 25% of your take-home pay. That should include your mortgage payment, payments for insurance, and your annual property taxes. So those are the 5 things you have to do to be ready to take on a mortgage. I want you to buy that first home. I want it to be a blessing. Thank you for watching today. And remember, there is always help and hope for your finances.